Hello family, this is your, and it's gonna be the hardest video ever, but I'm on Clark and Foster up north. You can take the 22nd and Clark Street bus and you can come to this bank called Northside Federal Saving and Loan Associates or Associations of Chicago. Take a good look. It's located at 5159 North Foster and Clark. Now, I want to show you something. See Breakthrough right there? You see it says Breakthrough. You see it? I was a part of the Breakthrough Urban Ministry, and they only put me in it because they wanted to railroad me, see? See the gates? So this is for my foster children out there. And you see, it says City Lee. Check it out. Now they got like a little real estate thing. I'm not promoting it, but they got Winona. Everybody know the Winona Judd or whatever. So basically, all I want to say is I just left the Wanderers Cemetery on Clark and Irvin, and I seen a stuffed animal and they had it playing the piano. That was the first time I ever, walked down that way. And timing is everything, but winning is everything. I didn't take a picture of that because I don't want to, disrespect the dead for real. But before I got to that piano and that stuffed animal, I seen May 25th, my supposed to be birthday. Now, back in the day, I said when I was writing back in 1995, and I was staying with, Donna Marie Evans and her son, Mario Darrell Evans, and I was writing my book, Awarded Estate / Coming Out Hard. I said it was like the coldest day in May. Now, right now, it's a little chilly. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't check the weather, but it shouldn't be this chilly. You understand what I'm saying? For it to be September the 22nd of 2018, if that's what they want to say. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I want my real Mary Mac admirers to, go down Irvin and Clark and check out, the stuffed animal in front of the little piano, and down further, May 25th on a tombstone. Now everybody knows back in the day, about 10 years ago, they desecrated Emmett Till's grave. You understand what I'm saying? So they doing everything to get this money, for real. And it doesn't surprise me. But for my real, foster children, and, I made it. I beat the system. But it was never their intentions to give me the credit that I deserve for coming up with, rap and all that, and being a part of so many things that, made them a lot of money. They just used me and my foster family to, you know, accumulate a lot of wealth and, you know, whatever. Used us as sex slaves and, you know, whatever. We were never supposed to be anything other than, you know, a commodity to them, you know, a come up. And that's why, you know, you see this garbage can right here say G Root, because, you know, roots turned us into slaves. But when I seen the movie, I never once thought of myself as a slave. I never thought that pertained to me. I always felt as though it was a setup. And that's on everything I love. And I saw that movie when I was a little girl, maybe about 9 years old, okay? Now, they got their team already set up to knock mines out the box. And they feel as though if they kill me, then, you know, they win. But I won today. Because if you go down that side of the grave site, all you got to do is walk by. You'll see how I've been set up. Now, I didn't know and realize that I was being set up because I was always working, and they always had me connected to the hip with one of the people who were, you know, on their side. Every girlfriend I had or friend was not my friend or girlfriend. It was just somebody they, you know, had come in my life to, you know, report back to them. And now that, you know, I have no one in my life, and I haven't had no one in my life for about 10 years or so, you know, they brought Google into the city of Chicago, and you can go to 320 North Morgan in Chicago, take the green line, and get off on Morgan, and you'll run right into it. And you will see that they've been watching me for at least the past, you know, 10 years or so, because I have had no one connected to me that they can run back and, you know, tell everything that I'm doing. So they had to bring in a machine to watch me. And my every move, for real, is a calculated step, like Tupac said. You understand what I'm saying? For real. And I went there yesterday on the 21st of September, and they got it set up. If you know anything about the movie Scandal, the show that comes on, or that came on a weekly basis or whatever, on Fox, if not, Google it. Kerry Washington played, you know, she was the main character or whatever, but she was hooked up with this white guy, and he liked her or whatever and stuff. And, you know, he had it where he was watching her every move and stuff. And that's how I looked when I went to Google yesterday. They had it all on the wall and stuff, and you could see them watching everything that goes on in Chicago. And I always felt, you know, that they were watching me for these past 10 years or so. For real. I've always felt they was watching me. But for real, for these past 10 years, they have really been watching me and stuff. So I realized that, you know, they're always on my trail, like, you know, somebody right now all in my ear or whatever. But we're not going to talk about that. We're going to just continue to get away from him because he's a troublemaker. You understand what I'm saying? So they see that I'm trying to, you know, do this video, and he keeps coming up on me and stuff. So I'm not going to put him in the video because that's what he wants. I noticed there's a lot of people that's trying to get into my, you know, video on my life or whatever. Let me see, I got about 5 minutes. Okay, so let me go right here because I was trying to do this video without being, you know, interrupted. But we're not starting over because that's what they want. And you know me, I always get it right the first time. So that lets you know what I'm going through. So everybody and their mama know that I'm a girl. Okay, but that's a white man as always trying to, you know, get 5 minutes of fame because he's a part of the whatever and stuff. So, yeah, now that he's out the way, I just want to say to my foster children out there, I worked my ass off for you all to be somebody and look up to somebody that's worth, you know, something. And I have to say this. I got this card yesterday, You see it says Gayle King. You see that? Now in the art of war, they say don't repeat it. You understand what I'm saying? So they are copying my people. And they spell Gayle the same way that Gayle King, Oprah's so-called best friend, spells her name. You understand what I'm saying? Nothing happens in this world by mistake. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. Which means they got their team, and it's too much money. My team made too much money. The Michael Jordans, the Kobe Bryants, the Allen Iversons, the Tupac, the Biggie, me, you know, even young M.A. You have to be careful, and I need to tell you that. For real, because this is not a game. They're just using you, like I said in another video, to get to me and hoping that I would, you know, want to battle with you or whatever and stuff. These white people do not like us. They don't like us at all. For real, especially girls. They just use us to birth something that they want, or, you know, take advantage of us and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And that's really with anybody of color. I don't care if you got, you know, 90% white in you. If you got 10% white in you, they're gonna you know, take advantage of you. So you have to be careful, because only God can save us now. For real, for real. I don't know what they're gonna do with me, because they're out to get me like they was out to get Jesus. For real, for real. So be careful of the you know, relationships you get involved in. I like to shout out Ben X. I really, really admire you, and a lot of people do too. They be wanting to use you for your energy and stuff so they can have a longevity life or whatever and stuff like that. You have to be careful of that. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know, you make me proud, for real, because it lets me know that all my work has not been, you know, in vain. And I thank God for that, because I worked hard even to do this video. You see, they won't even leave me alone just to do this 15-minute video. And that lets you know that they are, you know, definitely on my trail. So they don't want to compensate me, but they got to, because I'm not dying by myself, and my team, we're not going out like no suckers. For real. I don't drink, drug, or smoke. I don't fornicate. I don't gang bang. I don't do nothing. But I've been tased in my kidney by a police officer, in my left kidney, while handcuffed. I've been poisoned 5 times, and I've almost died several times. You know, they've done so much to me that it would take a whole book for me to write just to tell you exactly what's been going on. I look decent because, you know, I strive to prove my enemies wrong. Now, as you can tell, my tooth is chipped, but, you know, I had some haters working on my teeth back in the day, and, you know, I ate a lot of candy because of pedophiles or whatever and stuff growing up. And, you know, this is a result. I'm not ashamed, nor am I embarrassed. But the people who were working on my teeth, on Clark and Lunt, you know, they have my records. They knew it would come apart. You understand what I'm saying? So I tell my real family, don't be embarrassed. Just keep your head up, look around, and don't ever let nobody get that close to you, for real, ever in life. Always be aware of your surroundings, because they hate the fact that I'm a girl and I won. Oprah Winfrey, I want to say thank you. I really, really do. You know, all BS aside, regardless of what happened, you did the damn thing. If you become president, for real, I would love to be vice president. And that's for sure. You understand what I'm saying? But we don't need none of that. All we need is a higher power and the spirit to guide us through all this nonsense. Be careful of Gayle, though. She ain't nothing nice. And with that, I love y'all. I'm proud of you, and I always do the right thing, no matter what they say about you. Love you. Goodbye.